Morning. Right, this morning we are going to serve a cow, so I'm going to talk you through what we do when we serve a cow. First of all, we catch her. We use a breeding app on the farm, so we've just gone onto the cubicles, caught the cow, she's ready to serve. This will be her first service. Our breeding system on the farm is first and second service they get sex semen, which is basically Friesians or Holsteins sexed, so there's a higher chance of them having a heifer. Occasionally you get the odd bull, but not very often. We've only had it 3 times in the last 5 years. So yeah, we'll serve them twice to sexed, then they'll have a fertility plus, which we do British Blue thereafter, and if we can't get them in calf, then depending on the cow, they'll either skedaddle on the lorry, or we'll serve them with a maverick, the Hereford bull. We'll let him have a go on them. Cow in question today is a good young cow, so if, for example, I don't get her in calf, I'll put her in with the bull and let him have a go. So, AI in cows. First of all, select the semen, which is kept in there. This is called an AI flask. This stores the semen below freezing, nitrous oxide. So we select the semen out of here. Where's my tweezers? Tweezers. So today I'm going to serve her with a bull called Reggie. We use all genus semen. So what you want to do, there's the straw, you can see it. Pop it straight in the water. We defrost the semen at body temperature, so 36 degrees, in there. So the straw's in there at the moment, defrosting. Leave it in there for about a minute. While that's defrosting, AI gun. The straw will go in the end here. I'll snip the end off, I'll put a sheath over it, and that is what we use. We work this through the cervix in the cow, and away you go. So I'm just rubbing this under my armpit to warm it up. The key thing when working with semen is, or let's call it juice, is you want as minimal amount of temperature shocks as possible. So it comes out of there freezing, pop it into the water at 36 degrees. So we want to get this piece of metal, because it's cold, up to body temperature. So we just give it a good rub under my armpit. As soon as I take the juice out and put it in here, I'll pop it down my back, because obviously that'll be body temperature. I can use the video as a timer, actually, it's quite handy. So yeah, the more shocks you give this juice, the more of it won't survive in the cow. And you want as many as possible. You want the juice to be really full of vigor and like, yeah, let's go swimming. Otherwise it's just pointless. So that's the same temperature as my cheek. Things that can destroy the juice: water and blood. So get it out, quick shake off any leftover water on there, in there, so it sticks out that much. You can just see there's the top of the juice there, look, see that? Scissors, snip. This is called a sheath. This goes over the top of the gun. This holds it all in place, okay? So you slide that down. We've got a little stopper there. Push that down, that holds that in. And then we squeeze the juice up to the end of the straw, just to there. You don't want to be putting any air in the cervix. And then this goes down my back and sits there like that, Rambo. Okay, so now you obviously don't want to take too long and dawdle about this, because they're alive at the moment. Give it 4 or 5 minutes, they'll start falling asleep. glove, got some lubrication in the hand. Let's go. So the AI system isn't too far away, probably not as close as what people would recommend, but we are where we are. Here we go. Hello Stacey, this cow's called Stacey. Right, let's find a good angle. There, possibly. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Wipe the cow clean. Hand in. Tractor coming. Right, I'm back in my shed, my man shed. When I was serving the cow, unfortunately the scraper tractor came along, and obviously can't stop the scraper tractor because we've got to get on. So you saw me put my hand in it, so I'll just briefly explain how we serve a cow. Well, I'm not doing it, rather than when I was doing it. So you saw me prepare the juice and everything, and put my hand in the cow. So we put our hand at the cow's rectum. And if you imagine, my hand is in the cow. That's the cervix, okay? It's like a bit like a speed bump, so you can feel it. So you put your hand in the rectum, you apply pressure, and you sweep your hand across. As you sweep your hand across, you'll feel the cervix, because it's all toned and like swollen almost. Cervix come in all different shapes and sizes, which is what makes serving cows challenging sometimes easy. Stacey wasn't too bad. I found the cervix nice and quick, but she did have a couple of little flaps of skin in the actual cervix that did cause me a bit of trouble, but we got there in the end. So I found the cervix. I hold the cervix like this. If you pretend that is the mouth of the cervix, okay? So I hold the cervix like this, and I find the mouth with my thumb, like that, okay? The mouth will be a bit gristly, so you can feel the difference as to the cervix and the mouth of the cervix, okay? So I get my AI gun, I found the mouth, all right? There we go. I push the gun into the cervix, yeah? The main thing is you move the cervix, not the gun. You don't want to scratch the cervix because you'll cause a slight bleed, which then destroys the juice. So you're just wasting your time. Nice and gentle. Hold this gun like this. Don't hold it like that, because if you hit a bit of the cervix, you're going to jab that in, which squeezes the juice, okay? Hold it like this, so you're not applying any forward pressure, you're just moving the cervix with the gun, okay? So we've got the mouth of the cervix. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Few flaps of skin in this one, it's been a bit awkward, okay? So now you can see the end of the gun poking through the cervix. So with my left hand, I'm now feeling the other end of the cervix. This is such a weird video, but anyway, I can feel the gun, yeah? So I know we're through the cervix. So just imagination, we're through the cervix. The other side of the cervix, we've got two tubes and a soft bit of skin. Imagine that this is where the gun is sticking out, okay? So you can now feel it, right? Through the soft skin, you can just feel the tip. It's all about the tip and the tubes. If I then push my gun too far, I'm at one tube. So I reduce my chances of getting that cow in calf by 50%. She'll still get in calf, but it's not as high a probability. So it's important, when you feel the tip through the other side of the cervix, you stop. Don't keep going, just stop there. And you very slowly, so I'm like that, very slowly squeeze the juice in. You don't want to go like this, job done, boom. Because again, if your gun is slightly angled to one side, you're firing all your juice up one tube. And that ain't a good look, boys, all right? Slow and steady, all right? So you squeeze it out nice, slow and steady. You then remove your gun from the cow. Okay, you've dispensed all your juice, and all I do is just check the tip, make sure there's no blood or any cloudy mucus or anything like that. No blood, no cloudy mucus, you've got a good chance of getting that cow in calf. If there is blood, we'll make a note of it. I'll show you that side of it now. Here we are in the office, the boring side. Here's 3 cows we served yesterday. They all had British Blue, Cowtow. 15, Stacey, had Reggie. So we write the number in the service section of the diary, and then we write the bull used, Reggie. If we had any blood or anything like that, I'd just put in there brackets, blood. Okay, so that we know she's probably not going to get in calf. We still make a record of the service and put it on the computer. The computer's currently updating, so I can't show you that side of it, but on there we'll put the same information as we have in the diary. That'll help us keep track of the cow's cycling. So a cow's cycle, so if 15, Stacey, isn't in calf, she will come bulling again in 21 days if everything's fine and dandy, like cow energy and all that sort of stuff, which is perfect at the moment. So hopefully she won't, but if she does, she'll return, as we call it, in 21 days time. So on the computer that'll tell me what day that'll be. Bit of quick maths, let's go 1 week. Two week, 31st, be about 7th of January. So she'll come bull in on the 7th of January if she does return. Hopefully she won't. So yeah, that's sort of in brief how we serve a cow. Hopefully you may have found it interesting. You might have found it very weird or boring, but that's it. Thank you very much.